Good morning and welcome to today's Smart Business Strategies podcast. I am Anna Wiles, the franchise economist, and I am beyond excited to have you here today. I have got the most amazing guest to tell you about the most amazing franchise. Angie Shaw, welcome to Smart Business Strategies. She's the franchise developer for Forever Young Anti-Aging Solutions. Hi, Angie.
Hi, Anna. Thank you so much for having me on your show today. I'm really excited about this presentation and opportunity to be with you today. So I have been in the franchise space for about 20 years, and I'm a developer Forever Young, like you said. Let's kind of get into, what do we do? Forever Young is we're actually the nation's leading anti-aging franchise. And
Woohoo!
we have Woohoo is right. We have 65 locations open and another 30 in development. So we're growing fast. This company was founded in 2014 and they started franchising it in 2019. Our co-founders are, interestingly enough, not doctors. They're actually two guys that love working out, staying fit. They truly have a passion for this business and wanting to help people optimize their health. They're headquartered in Boca Raton, Florida. And I'll tell you, we're actually operating in a very highly fragmented industry right now, including spas, drip bars, health and wellness, and med spas. And Forever Young is actually positioned in the marketplace with products and services that target two consumer verticals: aesthetics and wellness. The aesthetics is about 60% of our business, and wellness is about 40% of our business. So aesthetics, as you know, is all about looking your best. So what do we offer? The injectable. So it's Botox, derma fillers, Dysport, skin rejuvenation, and body contouring. On the wellness side, we offer HRT, which is hormone replacement therapy, medical weight loss, the GLPs, Ozempic and the like, IV therapy, peptide therapies, vitamin injections, supplements. We actually have our own line of white label supplements, and they're third-party tested, so they're real vitamins. We also offer PRP, which is...
I've had that done, so explain that to the audience.
I know you know what that is, so thank you very much. I want to explain what this is because PRP is called platelet-rich plasma treatment. This is actually the lead dog in rejuvenation. This is where you're injecting enriched plasma into an injured area. So let's say, you've got some tendons, ligaments, joints, and it promotes healing. So I'll tell you, a lot of athletes and just about everybody can use this, and it's one of our most popular treatments.
Well, and just so the audience knows, this is your own blood plate.
Yes.
These are your own blood platelets. So
yes,
want to clarify that. Okay,
so
and
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, I mean, there's just so much for everyone to know.
I know.
This is, as you said, an explosive area in not just franchising, but in the U.S. I mean, this industry of wellness and health is gargantuan. So what is it that differentiates Forever Young from other players that you mentioned, like med spas and wellness centers and drip bars and things like that?
Great question. So in our category, we're one of the few places that offer it all in a one-stop shop. We're offering 19 different modalities in aesthetics and wellness that I just kind of rattled off a minute ago, all under one roof. So some of the players will focus only on IV. Those are called the drip bars. Some focus only on wellness. Some focus only on the aesthetics, the facials, the spa type of stuff. We're offering the most in-demand products and services in one footprint of about 1,500 to 2,000 square feet of space.
Wow. So that's pretty, well, we can't give an earnings claim, but the revenue per square foot is lucrative, eye-opening.
Well, yes, and that's one of the reasons that we're operating in a smaller footprint, because if you look at a lot of the other players out there, especially in the spa category, I mean, some of those can be 4,000 square feet with waterfalls and saunas and all this kind of stuff, and you don't need it to do the same revenue.
Yeah. All right. So explain to the audience, Angie, what is the role of the owner? Do they have to come from a medical background or the healthcare industry or anything like that?
Not at all. I'm so glad you asked that question. So we have two different ways you can own our business. The first is called the owner operator, or you're in the center day to day, managing and motivating your staff. You're helping book appointments, sort of overseeing that marketing plan with the assistance, of course, with our great marketing department. You're going to plan local events, greet, and walk out customers. And I want to talk about that one because in our category, a lot of the patients love it when the owners are kind of walking them out so they can talk about how was the treatment, how are you feeling? And they just love that special attention from the owners when they can get it. So that's a nice thing for an owner to do. So that's a little bit about the owner operator. The second one that we offer is called manage the manager, or more of a CEO role. That's where you would hire a center manager to run the day-to-day for you. But they definitely expect you as the owner to be involved in your center the first 6 months on some day-to-day, because you want to learn your business. You want to get to know your staff. You want to show a presence, and learn the business a little bit. So I definitely want to let you know that you certainly need to have some, time in that center in the beginning.
Well, and you build the culture, and you're building your team and leading your team. I mean, it's very important to tee yourself up for future success by being actively involved at the launch.
That's exactly right. Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right. So there are two ownership business models: owner operator, or manage the manager. So can you share with the audience, just to kind of drive this point home, about some franchisees and the backgrounds that they came from?
Absolutely. So I'm going to give you a couple backgrounds in a minute, but I want to set it up for you. The skill set of a great franchisee is a go-getter, someone that can build a culture and a team. They're a strong communicator. They're able to motivate the team. They have management and leadership experience, sort of that boots on the ground marketer type of person. So that's a little snapshot of it, but here are a couple of backgrounds which are very interesting. You'll see there's no medical background necessary at all required. So we have one gentleman that has an IT background. Now his wife is a physician's assistant and she's involved, but he runs it. He was actually a prior franchisee of another concept, so he does have that leadership background.
All right, very important.
We have another woman, you're going to love this one. We have a woman that was an engineer in oil and gas most of her career. And she's very hands-on in the day-to-day. She's a great manager. She knows how to manage and motivate a team. That is her strength. And then we have another owner that owned a marketing company prior, a guy that owned an elevator company prior. So
as we said, he's still in the lift business, right?
I love it. Yeah. In the lift business. That's great. So you're seeing a common theme of some leadership and management style people.
Yes. So it's not about industry experience at all. It's about your skill set and what you bring to the table. Is that right, Angie?
Exactly. That's 100% correct, Anna.
Okay. Well, I'm pretending I'm in the audience and I'm hearing, wow, 19 different services, all this that is available under one roof. And I'm thinking, wow, how many employees is this? What's your labor model? Is it a bunch of people or a handful?
No. So I'm glad you asked that one. Excellent question. So to start, you only need 5 people. You're going to need the medical director, and he gets paid on a 1099. So he's not a full-time employee. That medical director is using his license to oversee the business. So he can come into the center from time to time if he would like. He does not have to come into the center at all. Basically, what he has to do is prescribe medical weight loss, testosterone, and estrogen. So he's got to have his shingle, so to speak, the medical license over the business. So that's your first hire, and your easiest hire is the medical director, believe it or not. People always ask me about that one. Second, you'll need a nurse practitioner, an NP, or a physician's assistant, a PA, one of the two. And then you need an esthetician. They do the facials and skincare. You'll need a front desk person, or we call them a patient care coordinator, to kind of handle the patients coming in, make sure the rooms are clean and ready to go. And then you'll need the owner or a center manager. So that'd be 5 to start. That's all you need. As your business grows, you might layer in some additional medical staff part-time, but that'll come down the road. Like perhaps you might have You might bring in a phlebotomist if you're doing a lot of blood draws. But in the beginning, a nurse practitioner can do that. So it's only when you start to get super busy that you might layer in a couple of more people.
I cannot tell you, just in my experience, I'm in Augusta, Georgia. That is not a major market. Okay. We're at most a secondary market. And the demand far exceeds the supply for the services that are needed. I had a friend who got dehydrated and her doctor sent her down to a drip bar that I could walk to in my neighborhood. Okay, I have plenty of friends. I've told you I use PRP. Myself, I cannot tell you how many people get Botox, right? Among my circle of friends. I mean, this isn't new. This isn't a fad. This isn't a trend. This is mainline. This is part of people's daily lives, right? It's part of their lifestyle.
Absolutely is. And you'd be amazed at what our customers and patients tell us about how great they feel when they've, gotten a lot of the treatments that we're offering. I mean, we're truly helping people, change their life in terms of wellness and feeling good and looking good about themselves. So we feel really good about the offerings that we have in our customers.
And the thing that I just love about it and how people can totally grasp how this is Amazon proof. It can't be offshored. The interest rate isn't going to affect it. Who sits in the White House isn't going to affect it. Tariffs doesn't affect it. This is technology proof. And it's a cash business, and it's repeat loyal customers, because once you get Botox or PRP, you're not done, right?
Exactly.
You come back for more.
A lot of recurring revenue. Yep.
Lots of recurring revenue. And I feel like the commercial. And wait, there's more. The demographics of America. We know about the aging of America. Goodness. Again, this is part of people's lifestyle to go to something like Forever Young's anti-aging solutions. It's what I call a no-brainer. When people ask me, hey, is there something that caters to the senior market? I go, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. And not just the seniors, as you said, 35-year-olds, 40-year-olds are coming in for this stuff too, as well. I just bought some.
Oh, I'm sorry, Anna, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, I just bought some makeup, and the lady that sold it to me told me she has used Botox for 17 years. Wow.
Well, our target customer is age 35 to 65, but I'm going to tell you, the 25 and 30-year-olds are coming in for two things. The women are coming in for Botox, because if you start that in your 20s, you don't have to do it as often in your 30s and 40s. And I know this to be true because I asked a doctor. And then, beauty doesn't go backwards.
No.
Once they start this stuff, they love it and they want to keep on. And the men are coming in for testosterone, the younger men.
Yeah. Well, actually, my husband had PRP too. It's not just for women at all.
That's right. I mean, like I said, I think I might have mentioned before, I mean, our customer base is 60% women, 40% men. That's a lot.
There you go.
Because most of the spas out there cater to women. So we have a large chunk of men customers.
Okay, so this show is called Smart Business Strategies. What is a smart business strategy that Forever Young uses that you want to share with the audience, Angie?
I'll tell you, this company is always looking for the next innovation in medical advancements. We're going to test new products that are coming out. There's a new Ozempic coming out. There's a new Korean Botox. So we want to be at the forefront of our category. Our team is always looking for the next in-demand products, and we test them in our 3 company-owned locations in Florida before we would roll it out to the franchisees to make sure it's working, that it's being adopted, and people are liking it and that type of thing. So it's a very innovative, forward-thinking type of company.
Fantastic. So if someone wants to learn more about Forever Young, Angie, what should they do?
Call you.
Okay, there we go.
I mean, you know what we're looking for. You've been doing this a long time, and you have a great track record of placing people in the right franchise opportunities, and we totally trust you, Anna.
Okay, well, thank you for that, Angie. And thank you so much for being here. Audience, this is Angie Shaw with Forever Young Anti-Aging Solutions. Thank you, Angie.
Thanks very much, Anna. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.
All right. And audience, thank you for being here. And be sure to come back next week for another compelling franchise that you are going to just have your eyes open wide about, something you've never heard of, probably like Forever Young anti-aging solutions, and how amazingly popular and lucrative this is. So be sure to come back next week at 12 Eastern for 15 minutes that could change your life. I'm Anna Wiles, the franchise economist. See you next week, and may you be wildly wealthy in all areas of your life. Bye-bye.